definitely one of the better drives I've had on this hole. Really tough lane, as you saw, really tight fairway. So to get this deep is really good. Dang. That was a terrible putt. But we still have a look for par, so it's okay. Par's pretty good on this hole. I'm going to try throwing that rubber blend Luna that's kind of beat in. Try to throw it on a little turnover. It's pretty much a straight shot, but the fairway, as you can see, kind of takes you a little to the left and come back to the right. So you really have to throw something that'll turn a little to the right and kind of not dump right. So hopefully I can get this straight, maybe a little to the right, right to that gap. Okay. Well, I missed the gap left. I threw it dead straight instead of that turn, but hopefully you'll be able to see it on footage. But I think I just hit a gap that's about the disc wide. I don't think I had any room to spare left or right, which didn't help me, but pretty cool. You can see the hole is like just through that gap, and I really don't have much. So I'm right up here in this bushes right here. I think I'm gonna have to just kind of throw something and hope I can get it down by the basket, because I really don't have a great look here. Well, it was only a half bid, but it was something. I think I'm under the basket. This has been a tough hole for me most of the times. It's pretty much dead straight. It says it's 382, and it just plays really long, because for me, like with a backhand dominant, I kind of have to miss these trees on the left, as you can see. If I throw something too straight, a lot of times I'll hit those trees. So I kind of have to throw something to the right with a flip just to feel like comfortable. And if you watch, a lot of times I run up and I plant kind of on the left side of the tee pad. It just gives that comfortable, like where I'm coming across flat and stuff. And I can't really do that here, so it kind of gives me uncomfortability. I don't know what I just said, but it makes me uncomfortable. So usually I've been throwing my Luna, which I've been throwing pretty well today, but it just hasn't been getting the distance. I don't know if I want to try to bump up to like a mid or a driver, I don't know. I feel like right now we're kind of just playing, we're kind of seeing what the baseline's at. I haven't really been playing too much, so let's just stick with the Luna rubber blend. Let's see how well it works, see if I can get a little more flip up this time. Well, that was worst case scenario. Hit that tree early right. Well, I was looking for my disc and couldn't find it, and a bee stung me, my freaking calf and my freaking pinky, so looks like I'm just gonna have to call it there. I don't feel like getting stung or anything anymore, so I'm just gonna, I don't really wanna play out over there with the bee situation, so I'm just gonna take a stroke to play it a little bit, where it's probably a better lie than it would have been, but I just don't feel like dealing with the bees. I haven't been allergic in my life, but you never know what could all of a sudden happen. So I'm gonna play it from here. Still got a long ways to go. I'm gonna add a stroke too, just to be extra hard, considering my disc is way out there, and I spent probably 10 minutes before the bee stung me. So I really don't know where it is. I was looking under a bunch of ferns, couldn't find it. Wait. Well, almost good. Looks like I'm gonna be taking a 4 or 5. Well, there is some good news. After I threw that, I ended up finding it not too far from where I was. So I think I actually threw from a worse spot than where I actually was, which kind of surprised me. So I think I'm just going to take the normal lie and not add the stroke. Well, after my parse of my bogey, I'm over here, so cut it a little short. But I hope I can cash this. Probably a 30, 25 footer. Wow, give it a run. That was terrible, but that's what I get for missing the fairway.
Basket is there, as you can see. So you kind of throw a shot down the fairway right here. Help get it to fade in. So I'm gonna take an undertaker, my titanium undertaker, and I'm gonna try to get it pretty centered down the fairway and hopefully get it to fade.
Ooh, flash the basket. I know you guys won't be able to see just because how low the camera's sitting, but flash right across the front of the basket. Hopefully it'll give me a birdie look to get some points back, or sorry, get some strokes back from that 2 over on that last hole. Let's go see. I definitely have a look. Probably 15 away, which I should be able to hit. I don't know how, I haven't been putting very great lately, but it gives me a look. I think that's the route that you really got to hit if you want to have a chance to ace it, and I think I just was 10 short. Still looking for that first ace. Get that first birdie. I'll update my score. What are we on? Birdie on 4, moving down to 5. 5's a tough one. Really got to whip out that forehand. Let's see how I do. This is going to be a tough one to record. It's a pretty sharp dogleg to the right, and I don't really have much room over here to work with anything. So my plan is to throw a forehand down the center with a little hyzer and hopefully just fade it to the right. I don't really know how you could get a really good birdie look on this hole. It's way too far and there's not enough fairway. You'd have to find some like crazy local route or something that I have yet to find. So I'm just going to throw one down the middle, hopefully. Throw my titanium undertaker, which is relatively stable for my forehand, and just see if I can work something. Well, that's definitely the furthest drive I ever had on this hole. Looks like I'm playing pretty well for the camera, minus that 5 on that one hole. This is by far the furthest I've ever seen anyone. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's pretty much through, you can just see the orange through those split trees. So I'm going to try to take something out to the right and see if we can get something working for us. I got my bread and butter approach disc right now. X off zone. Absolutely love this thing. Bring it up right, let it fade in, right past the tree. And I pulled it. Well, that could have been a play, but if I just would have pulled something, if I would have put it straighter instead of on hyzer, I would have hit it. This seems to be the weakness of my game. I have a really nice hole, I get a birdie, and the next hole I always seem to fall apart and take a bogey, double bogey. Let's see if I can save my par. You have enough power, just not on line. This is a hole that for the longest time we didn't really know what was like the shot shape. It looks like there's a good backhander out, but it goes so far to the left that it just seemed like that was way too wide. So we kind of started trying to shoot this like tight gap, but if you miss it, you're just taking a bogey for sure. There's no way you're saving that 3. So then I kind of went back to the right gap, but I found if you can push it deep enough, it kind of opens up and lets it hyzer over. So if you can keep it high enough, but not hit any of the limbs, you usually can get far enough to take your par, but it still isn't the easiest birdie look. So we'll see if I can hit it. Or I just throw it on massive hyzer and just angle it the whole way into that tree. See, that's what you hit and you're stuck and taking a bogey. So we'll see if maybe I can get lucky and get a par, but I'm assuming right now it's going to be best look as a bogey scenario. Honestly, I got really lucky and I actually found I got the one line that I can hit to get to the basket. You might be able to see the orange at the very end, but I do have a straight shot, which this is the route that we were looking at that was the best to get down there. So I guess I got lucky. Let's see if I can get it. Let me see if I can throw my new Totodile Undertaker ESP and just get a money easy par save. Oh, shanked it a little to the right, but just hit a tree before it could start fading out and give me a decent look. Yeah, you can see the basket's still 100-something feet, and I really have a low ceiling, so I can't give it a full run. I could try a little flick, but that's not really going to work, so I'm just going to see if I can throw something down at the base and take my 4. Well, I saw it skip to the left of that tree, so hopefully I didn't throw it too deep, but this still should be a pretty easy make. This is a 315, which doesn't seem that far, but it definitely plays more like a 340, 350 with the uphill. You kind of have to deal with a low ceiling. Doesn't really look like it when you just kind of glance your eyes up there, but there are a lot of those little like kind of blind ghost twigs, I like to call them. So I'm gonna try to keep something high as I can. Maybe something that'll start kind of flipping over a little bit, but still I really want it to go straight and maybe finish a little to the left. Right? I'd really like just to keep it on the fairway and just have a look for maybe a little jump putt or a little toss in too, but just take the par and get out of here. This one can be really bad if you hit early right, and if you go short left, it can be pretty gnarly too. So let's see how I do. Put too much hyzer on it, but this still should be okay. Well, the basket is right to the left of those rocks. I'm a little pinched off by a tree, but I'm thinking I should be able to get a little bit of a look. Hit the rocks. Didn't see a roll away, which is all I can ask for. So I can take my 3. This is definitely my least favorite hole in the course, just because it's the toughest. It's pretty tight fairways, not like crazy tight, but definitely if you miss and you go into the jungle, it's kind of like get back to the pitch out to the fairway because you're not gonna get lucky. So I'm gonna try this titanium Undertaker again, see if I can throw it on a little flatter, get it down to the center of the fairway, and just see what I have after that. Sorry if it's really bad angle. It's definitely a tough course to record without someone else. My tripod isn't the tallest, so it kind of gets some short views. You can definitely see how the fairway kind of just keeps going in this shallow, tight knit lines. I honestly got really lucky. I put on way too much hyzer, got a tree kick out to the right, then hit this tree up to on my right. Kicked me down right here, which is still great on the fairway. kind of want to throw a side on just because it kind of lines up better for it, but I just don't think I'm going to have the control. I'm just going to fade out way right. So I'm going to do a little awkward stance backhand and hope I can throw something deep. This is a par 4, so it kind of is nice compared to all these par 3s you've been playing. Get over. Put a really nice throw. Just pulled it a little to the right, which is fine. I was kind of okay with it. I'd rather go right than left. And right as it started to fade, it hit a tree and kicked it back right, so we might be in some trouble. But I'll take it. Well, I'm in these bushes. I don't really know where I can record from, so I think I'm just going to have to take a shot out and hope it gets good. If you guys can't see anything, I'm sorry. I try to get the best spot, but not a lot. I'm going to try a turnover backhand and hope it kind of gets close, fights through. Throw in my X-off zone again, which should be overstable enough to fight out. Oh. Hit the smallest little tree, and that was going to be great, and just killed it. Probably going to have to take a 5 now, but we'll see. I hit that tree, and it slowed it down while it was starting to turn fade back, and then I hit this tree, and now I ended up right down there, which is a decent look. So I'll try maybe hit a long putt to actually save a par for once. Especially these last 2 videos, I've been putting atrociously. Well, missed it again. Surprise, surprise, right? Well, that wraps up my back 9 with the 4 over. My front 9, what am I saying? Back 9, front 9, 4 over. Not great, not terrible. I think my best is 5 or 6, so I have a little work to do on the backside. Haven't decided yet if I want to record it yet, just with that bee sting. Kind of get my finger all puffy, so I don't know if it's smart to stay out here and play through it, or just get home, take some Benadryl and let it sit. We'll see. Just gotta make it through. Help me that one. If this is the last part, hope you enjoyed. Front 9 of Blaine. I'll definitely come back and get all 18, but right now I just gotta kind of decide if I want to play another 9 holes or not. It can be annoying when you lose the disc and you have to spend 20 minutes looking for it like I did. So I might just call it here, save it for another day when I don't get stung by a bee. Even though I was playing great through a couple holes, so we'll see. Maybe I'll fight through, maybe I'll get the back 9 for you guys. But thank you for watching. I'll hit you up with another video soon. Peace.